On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Virgil Green from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. There's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They run it again with Anderson. And the cutback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, 22 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Shift together here from the D-line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that takes us from second to third down. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Third and long. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. Here's John Ryan now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Sanders. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, Anderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Handoff comes to Anderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperate. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 43 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many...
And, a crusher there as it's interrupted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Back down it up, Billy, here we go. Switch.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think